Everyone loved that. And then we loved the Bernard Cribbins character, the one that Basil, first of all, thinks is a hotel inspector. So we chose that one. And then, of course, we had to have the Germans.
And when you've put these together, you've kept in all those original lines, haven't you? Those funny lines, the ones that we quote. I mean, I quote them all the time. I know Gareth was doing it just then. You've kept those funny lines in.
Oh, yeah. Why would we take them out? I mean, one of the greatest compliments that I ever hear is that people in their ordinary conversation with their families use lines from Fawlty Towers. And that's the greatest compliment anyone could pay.
How did you write the original series? Because Fawlty Towers was a real hotel, wasn't it, that you stayed in?
We stayed in it, and the Pythons were shooting down in Torquay. And we went to this hotel, and it was so awful that the other Pythons left after 2 days. Went off to a good hotel, but Connie Booth, who'd come down to shoot with us because she did a lot of the Python shows early on, she and I stayed on for two weeks or 1 week, but a long time, because we were fascinated by this guy because he was so gloriously rude. And there was absolutely no point to his rudeness. It was just a sort of a habit, but it became very funny, and he embodied the motto of British hoteliers, which is we could run this place properly if it wasn't for the guests.
I love that. And then it became Fawlty Towers and immortalised as Basil Fawlty. Now, you're not playing the Basil Fawlty.
Oh,
it's not you. You're Basil Fawlty.
Kill me.
Well, let's meet the man who is. Let's ring the bell. We'll ring the bell and bring out Adam Jackson-Smith, who plays Basil.
Oh, I don't know what it is about this place and the people we get here.
I'm sorry about this, Basil. These are people from television, from a place in the north of England called, what is it,
It's Manchester. We broadcast out of Manchester, Morning Live. Adam, thank you so much. What is it like to take on Basil, especially with John here? What's it like to take on a role like that?
Phenomenal. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure, especially with John here.
We're having great fun.
We are. Yeah.
We have.
He just gave me some notes a second ago.
Oh, what were the notes? What were the notes?
Tiny little one. At one point, I want him to do that. It's as tiny as that,
great.
but it'll get a laugh, you know, because that's what I'm good at. There's little extra touches, like saying, don't look at him when you say that kind of stuff, which makes the difference between a smaller laugh and a bigger laugh.
I mean, it was physical when John played it. Is it physical on stage as well? You must be knackered at the end of every night.
Absolutely is, but it's a real pleasure. And again, like having a full audience, like giving you that energy every day.
In the right size theatre.
Yeah, it's
because this is a perfect size for this kind of comedy, right?
It is, absolutely is, and it's a wonderful cast as well. So, if somebody could shout Manuel for me, I don't know if John or if you want to do it.
You should.
Manuel! And here he is. We say hello, Manuel. Hello to Hemi Yeroham, who plays Manuel. You'd never seen Fawlty Towers when you auditioned for this role.
Okay. We could be here all morning.
We could be here all morning. You'd never seen Fawlty Towers?
I hadn't, no. I was born and I grew up in Istanbul. I came here when I was 20, so when I arrived in 2000, it existed, but it was already 25 years old. I had a drama school friend who would run around saying, I hit you on the head with a hammer. And I thought he was a bit unhinged, perhaps. And
you didn't realise he was quoting?
I didn't realise. 24 years later, it landed, finally.
Well, you're playing a wonderful Manuel. Have you ever been to Barcelona?
I have, many times.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Hemi, thank you so much. And let's come over and meet the rest of the cast. And that is Anna Jane Casey, who plays Sybil, and Victoria Fox, who plays Polly. First off, AJ, may I say, you've brought your natural hair with you today.
You see, I thought I'd do a little do for you in this
It is
morning.
lovely. How did you perfect Sybil's voice and that laugh?
Well, what you mean, that...
Exactly that, yeah.
Well, there's such beautiful stuff that John and Connie have written that you just watch the show and you've got to be in there with that. It's such a lovely thing to do.
It is, and it is wonderful hair. Thank you for bringing it with you today.
Bless you.
And Victoria, this is your West End debut.
It is.
How did you land this role?
I had the great fortune of having dinner with John for his daughter's
She's
birthday.
a great friend of my daughter Camilla, the one I write with. Yeah. And Camilla was having a birthday.
Yes.
How many? Well, we better not talk about that.
21. She was 21.
And there were about 5 or 6 people there, and I met her, sat next to you.
Yeah.
And when I was talking to Camilla a few weeks ago about casting, she said, why don't you audition Victoria Fox? And I said, who? She said,
I said, the
she
legend.
said you had dinner with her. And I said, oh, good idea. So we sent the name, and you auditioned on tape.
I did.
And everyone said, perfect.
What a thing to have you as your West End debut.
I know.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Utterly extraordinary, completely
And she
wonderful.
was working in finance, poor woman.
I was.
Now she's working in theatre. Well, listen, it's been really great to chat to you. It's been wonderful to see the set as well. If you don't mind if I order lunch for us all, if we could order some lunch, if that's okay.
Yes, certainly.
Waldorf salad? Waldorf salad?
Yes.
Waldorf salad?
I'll take that.
4 Waldorf salads. Thank you very
I
much.
can't remember what's in it.
It's stuff. It...